Hello, everyone. We are happy to see all of you here on our webinar dedicated to API and named What the Heck is an API? According to the attendees list, we know a lot of many of you, especially our today's speakers. So today on the stage with me, my name is Ostap, and I will be moderating the webinar today. And today on the stage with me is Martijn Ayer, our CEO and the founder of the company, and our main expert in that field, and Jordi Frodema, who is North America account manager, and he will bring fun to the boring, well, not to the boring, but to the technical perspective of API.
Great, nice to meet all of you. My name is Martijn. Jordi is next to me, of course, on 1.5 meter distance. So if you hear him sometimes a little bit less than me, I will apologize. As Ostap said, Jordi is the funny one, so he might kick off with the confusion that we often learn from people who are new in the API world. What is basically an API?
So yeah, welcome everybody. So yeah, the funny one, that's me. What mostly I get confusion with a lot of people when I talk about API is when they say, you mean an IPA, like the beer, an Indian Pale Ale? I'm like, no, I'm talking about an application programming interface, the abbreviation is API. And it is always a funny conversation that I have with people. Yeah, what more to say about that?
Nothing in that sense. I think what when we started Cloudprinter a few years ago, we wanted to do something else. We wanted to really automate print ordering for our customers, which means we were finding a way how to receive and route print jobs from any platform in the world to any printer in the world, which means you need to use an API. And we decided to use the core, let's say the core platform, the way we built it by APIs, to use that also in our communication and to brand our platform as a print API. Sometimes maybe not too commercially or too understandable for who are new to the world of APIs and the way how the internet is connected to many third-party platforms, but for the tech guys under us, it's quite clear. An API is, in that sense, nothing else than, for example, a waiter who is the link between the customer. You sit on the table, you read something from the menu, and he brings your message to another part of the restaurant, let's say to the kitchen. And to visualize that a bit into the internet world of nowadays, the customer is the app, the kitchen is the server, and the API converts any demand from one to the other. The world is using APIs every day. On the moment that you go to Uber, Uber needs to know where you are. It uses the GPS function of your mobile phone, and it push that data to the Google Maps API to show your location, to calculate the route you want to take to your destination. Skyscanner, a favorite one, on the moment that you want to compare airline tickets and travel dates for the best pricing and the best or shortest flight route. Skyscanner is using the APIs of many airlines that reach out to, let's say, legacy systems like Galileo or many others of airlines to show that in one unified way, in one website, in terms of ticket options. If we visualize that, we can see that over here. Skyscanner.com, you type in, I want to go from Amsterdam to New York. It will reach out to the API of the KLM, of Southwest, and we visualize only 4 over here, but of course, they might reach out to 60 others. In the old days, this was not possible because Skyscanner needed to have a custom integration in the ticketing system of the KLM, then of the Southwest, and that were basically software systems built in the 70s. So how the heck you get that data on a website where a consumer wants to have the results in just a few milliseconds? And that's where API was bringing the solution. So we always make the joke or summarize it internally at Cloudprinter. APIs are basically help you to avoid spaghetti coding, 20 or 50 different integrations or connections with legacy platforms. That doesn't work. That creates spaghetti. So that's where APIs are proving themselves every day. If we, I think Jordi, you can explain a bit how we converted, let's say, how APIs are used in the internet world, how we basically utilized or benefit from them in the print world.
Okay, well, that's kind of our core business, I know. So, I mean, all these different businesses that we know of and that want to have and I'm talking about print in general, right?
Yeah.
So
especially when you talk about, hey, I'm a successful e-commerce company selling print products,
yeah,
and I want to connect to my print partner, let's say in Germany.
Yeah.
And I think in zeros and ones, I think in bits, but my printer thinks in metal. He wants to buy digital presses.
Exactly. And so this is like a common thing that we see, like a lot of people starting up e-commerce business or already like very far in their e-commerce business. They've been there for a long time. They have their print automated as far as they go with their own print facilities that they know of, and basically this is what they want to do, right? They want to get global. They want to get more print facilities, more routing available, but they use legacy systems or they have the old way of doing it. And an API can help out with that in a new way than that they did in all these different years. So yeah, how can an API help in that sense? It's literally like we said in the restaurant, like the little example that we gave. An API is the waiter, and we connect the person that wants to order food with the kitchen that actually can prepare this food. And this API, in a technical way, will like kind of convert all the code that we need from one part to another system that has a totally different coding, a totally different software, and it can connect or at least translate one to the other.
Yeah, that's completely correct. If you walk into a print production workflow or work floor tomorrow, you often see that there are a lot of new digital presses, a lot of high-tech finishing equipment for orders that are coming in. But the way they receive orders at a print house is still quite old-fashioned. It's via an FTP, via email, WeTransfer, etc. And if you run an e-commerce business that generates thousands of print orders a day, you don't want to upload them one by one to a print house. You want to basically create a kind of order push API your side that you can connect to, let's say, receive orders API of print houses. And that is a bit where we as Cloudprinter comes in. We are basically using APIs to transform the print buying journey. For example, we have developed workflow and print ordering automation. On the moment a customer of us connects to our platform, from that moment he can push in thousands of orders an hour, a minute, doesn't matter. And we route them automatically to the most qualified print partner, who also is integrated and fully automated because they are adopting our production API or our solutions like the Cloudprinter app for and Focus Switch. When we talk about APIs, it all sounds still technical, but basically it's possible to do quick or fast and solid, let's say, codeless integrations. We have published over the last 6 months quite a few SDKs that are software development kits see it as a shopping basket from the supermarket in which are already all the ingredients for your dinner tonight, and you only need to cook. And they are all available on GitHub, on our website, etc. With APIs, we also managed to do something quite unique. We are able to show you in real time the price of your product in any country in the world, including the exact shipping cost and the exact weight of the product. So you don't need to wait anymore for a quotation and then contact the local logistics provider. No, you get it real time, so our customers can embed that via APIs in, for example, the shopping cart of their e-commerce platform. How does that look? Imagine that I'm a consumer. I want to order a canvas print on a global website. I'm from the Netherlands, so I'm entering the delivery address of the Netherlands, and directly the shopping cart of the canvas company is quickly communicating with the Cloudprinter API to see which shipping options are available at the local production in the Netherlands, what will be the weight of the product, and as a result, what will be the cost of the product. And that is shown by the canvas, the global.com company where I buy my canvas. They show it in the shopping cart. And from a consumer perspective, that's great, because I know I have it in 2 days. I pay local shipping cost. It's not coming from one centralized location in the world, causing long transit times or high or expensive shipping costs, etc.
No, but it's good to know this API. It's something of this day, because well, like you had your own printing house, FTPs, emails. It was not really print on demand, and that is something that we see in e-commerce right now. It's a lot of printing on demand. Your customers only want to have one photo book, a pillow, a blanket, doesn't matter, anything that has a print on it in our case. But you see that the whole world has shifted in that sense, that talking to a print house or sending an email, getting a good price for it, they always ask for a certain volume. And when you only want to have one of your product, like one photo book that you gathered, this API would help out a lot with fast transition of the information. And like in the restaurant idea again, you just want to order food for 1 or for 2 and not for 5,000 things at once. So it's something of today, and APIs are really needed, and it's fun that it's not only for us very applicable, but it's also for, like you saw, the other apps, Skyscanner, everything right now, it's all digitalized. APIs are just a new way of doing stuff.
But the solution felt to be pretty complex and comprehensive.
Well, I think we can show that in a very nice slide after we show the print network. We have, because it sounds all complicated, but thanks to the thousands of customers each day, prove that it works. And I think before we go into showing the platform, it might be good if you already give a word about the global print network that we have built over the years.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been around for a couple of years, and we started out with a few printers, and of course, print facilities around the world. We want to be global. We are global at the moment, and we're in 104 countries with 177 print partners in the network. This means that everybody believes in this solution. They know that it works, and it's just being confirmed by thousands and thousands of customers we have. And this is what you want to see, right? Like everywhere in the world, we provide local printing because the API can help us route orders all around the world with all these different softwares of printers around the world.
Exactly, and here we visualize a bit how this works. I'm a print buyer, so I'm running my web shop where I sell canvas or where I sell calendars, whatever which product. Maybe I have built a designer that my clients can design their own business cards. I just connect my shopping cart to the global print API of Cloudprinter.com. And from that moment, I have global local production. I can submit any print order. I get all the time real-time status updates back from the Cloudprinter API into my shopping cart. That might trigger, let's say, an email that I send to the customer. Hey, your order is printed, your order is now packed, your order is shipped, etc. So this is how it works on a simple way for all our customers every day.
And it sounds very complicated, but in this sense, it's just a tool for us to use. And you see that like we can talk all technical, but we know that not every customer is technical. You don't have to be, because we already took care of that part. We use that tool to do our service, and that's where we're at.
And it's when we talk a bit from the technical side, we have seen over the years that a lot of companies are building APIs, and they basically use an API to open the functionality of their internal or closed software platform to the internet world. But basically that's the wrong approach, because it means you connect an API or a piece of code to websites, but the underlying system is still a legacy platform that might date back for 20 or 30 years. Our platform is completely API built, which means hundreds of small containers that are not only used by us internally, but everything is accessible for our customers. The commercial people that are on this webinar might think that's not interesting, but all the tech guys, they understand it's quite exciting, or at least we think so. But by building everything with the approach API first, we were able to very quickly connect our platform to many apps in the world, like Shopify, WooCommerce, Zapier, Salesforce, HubSpot, Dropbox. They all can now benefit from global local printing via our platform, and they don't need to code. On our website, we show our marketplace. It's a bit of a macro economy that we have built over the years, where you see many plugins to use our service without any coding for most platforms that exist. The same we did like Cloudprinter Express. We built a tool that you can print straight from Cloudprinter, print straight from Illustrator to Cloudprinter, and there's no need anymore to open your web browser, fill in the order details. Everything is synchronized between your Adobe Creative Cloud desktop applications and our print platform. And the same again we did to our print partners by building great apps on top of our API to enable them to go live quickly with us as a print partner with our app for a focus switch. So then you might think, okay, that's nice. It's all quite technical. I understand I can print locally by embedding an API or connecting to an API from Cloudprinter and then order around the world any print job. But what it will bring me in terms of money.
Yeah. So, and that's when we talk about the benefits of the API, because we did some research, the return on investment, and like it said, 80% is saved on shipping cost and custom duties. And why is this? Because we have local production, and this saves a lot of money, but it also reduces the carbon footprint in the world. Next to that, we have a 14% saving on print costs, because we already talk with all these printers that know how our system works, what it will do. So we always get wholesale pricing.
Yeah, what we basically do is we kill the volume question. I don't know how many of the attendees today, of course, I see a lot here in the list who I know or recognize, but for the ones that are new to Cloudprinter, but have tried already to source or automate their print jobs to a different country or to a new print partner, the first question you get when you reach out to a printer and say, I'm doing photo books, I'm printing, and I'm just starting with my nice app, and I will do 30,000 books a year. Can I get a good price? And your printer might say, well, prove it first, guarantee me volume, and if that all seems to be good, I can give you the right pricing. And then you come a bit into the chicken and the egg situation, because without a competitive price, you cannot launch your photo app on the proper way. So we solved that issue, because we don't ask our customers for any volume commitment. We don't even want to know which volume they do. It's all automated. They integrate and they benefit directly from the volume we do every day of sourcing every month tens of thousands of orders across the globe.
Yeah. So I mean, API is the print in the print world. I mean, for us, it's a single integration to a global print network, and that's most important. It's global, and it's go global but print local. So we lower the shipping cost, shorter the transit times, reduce the carbon emission, and because of local printing. And yeah, it's a gateway for all print service providers. I can literally read it out because these are like the great benefits of it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it will be nice if we show a bit how APIs has helped some of our customers. We were calculating or we were looking to one random customer of us, and we were calculating. Okay, we always. Sorry, I lost my words today. We always claim we reduce CO2 emission, but is that really true? And if that is true, how much do we save? So we have done the calculations, and the customer we took as an example, they have reduced their CO2 or their carbon emissions with 300 tons already this year. That's quite a good number. They also were able to grow 310% in terms of sales because they were not shipping anymore from their production in Spain to Italy or Portugal, but they were able to produce there directly locally, which fulfilled the need of their end customers because they are all, let's say, Amazonized. They expect when they order something, they have it the next day, and not that it take 4 or 5 days because it's shipped from another country. And the nice thing was they were integrating with our platform in 4 working days. And that doesn't mean they were coding for 4 working days. No, from the moment they signed up, 4 days later they were up and running. The sad thing is they reduced their print management team from 5 employees to almost a part-timer, one day a week. But luckily those people got a great other opportunity within the company. It's simply because there's automation, so there is no need anymore to talk with your print partners every day, like, are those orders going out? Can you change this address? What is wrong with this file or that file? That is something we have been automating for years right now, and you benefit as a customer from that.
It's great that this is just one example, like one customer that can reduce so many up their sales and everything. Imagine that we have thousands of customers that can do that, and you can even be that customer if you're a starter.
I think this is a nice example as well. Tim is was one of our early customers, and he integrated in a day and running every day on our platform right now. I think the same if we take a case study from a print partner. Jordi, you know them very well since you are responsible for the North Americas.
Yeah, I mean, Linemark is one of our printers in the US. They do a lot of print orders for us, photo books, calendars, you name it, for a lot of customers. They make sure that everything goes on time. They get a lot of orders in through this API. They were there from 2018 already. Yeah, like as this testimonial will probably tell you, they're very happy with us and we're very happy with them. So this whole partnership is great. I mean, it works. They get orders in. The people from the e-commerce platforms, they get their orders out, of course. They make more sales. Everybody's happy.
So it sounds like a perfect solution, although it's never perfect. To give you all of you a bit more background info of where we are today as Cloudprinter, we are expanding our DevOps teams with 12 developers over the next month. 2 weeks ago, we switched to 24/7 support with a team of 12 great support employees who can fix any problem that might go wrong during automation. Automation takes care of 99.5% of your orders, but there might be always something wrong, and we are also standby to fix those things. I think that was in a very short, or in a nutshell, what we wanted to share with you today. And I think we might switch to some questions. you can see in your GoToWebinar panel that there is a short chat box where you can leave questions to any of us regarding APIs in general or in terms of our service, etc. I see one question coming up here is the question: what is the business model of an API? What is the business model of Cloudprinter? And I think that is an interesting one. We are not a print broker, or we are not a web print provider, which means we don't buy a product and then sell it to our customers. No, we are really the print automation provider, the print API, and we charge for that a processing fee. And that processing fee is not related to the commercial value of the print job, which means as a customer that order 10 orders a day of business cards or 1 of 1,000, they all got charged the same low cost price of the production cost of that business card, and we charge just a job fee.
Yeah, to expand on that, I mean, like the business model that we have, as Martijn just explained, we have a processing fee, but we don't touch any of the we don't charge any fees for our print partners. There's no margin on top of their production pricing. There's also no margin on like sales from like the e-commerce websites or the publishers, the marketing companies. We don't touch your pricing. We don't charge you anything more than our processing fee, because we're still an API at core. So this is the only thing, literally what we do. We process it from A to B. We're your waiter in this sense. So when you order your food, we'll get the order to the kitchen, and that kitchen will bring it out. And
absolutely. I see another interesting question coming in. The person is asking, are you guys planning to offer a full e-commerce platform solution where also will be an online editor for their end customers to personalize certain items? Yes and no. We don't plan to launch it or to develop any front-end solution, because we want to remain focused on being the print API. But we have worked hard with several partners in the photo personalization world to deliver an A to Z solution. So there are very strong players and very well-known companies in the photo personalization online editing world, and we have integrated with them over the past months to deliver our customers a ready-to-go solution. So that will be soon published on our website, and I think some of our integrations are already well known in the market, but we will follow up on that for sure.
Yeah, so we will not reveal it yet. That will come out, but know that we are already building plugins. We have the connections, we have the people to talk to. It will all be unveiled at one moment, but just wait.
Yeah, that was the question from Ali, and thank you for that. If you have any other questions, just don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, and otherwise we will follow up with a personal email to all the attendees of today. It's a short webinar today, 30 minutes.
And we have another great question from Natalia. Then how are the orders shared among the print partners in one country? That's the question we didn't answer. We didn't mention or mention just slightly.
That's true, because today we were a bit API focused and not looking to all the functionality of our platform. But yeah, when an order comes into our platform, let's say for Germany, and we have 5 print partners over there as an example, then our platform uses a certain algorithm to decide which print partner gets which job. And that algorithm looks to, of course, pricing, but also location. Who is the nearest print service provider connected to the Cloudprinter platform of the final delivery address? When we did, let's say, that first round of filtering, then we look to performance over the last 90 days. Which partner had the best performance in terms of quick turnaround times of an order, the lowest return or complaint rates, etc. And then we look to shipping options. Yeah. So we don't favor, let's say, as management, of Cloudprinter certain print partners. It's all algorithm based.
Yeah, there are 32 parameters in there. And location is, I think, the first one, of course, because that's the whole thing that we're building it around. But yeah, every time there's a parameter that it goes through in that algorithm and will choose the best printer for your product.
But just to give you an idea how much time does it take? It takes only 140 milliseconds to pick the proper print partner for our clients.
Yeah, so that's correct. So on the moment you submit your order, 140 milliseconds later, the order is routed to the print partner that the platform has chosen.
So thank you, Natalia. And we have another question from Joss. Is a demo environment available for developing a POC for some of our customers?
Definitely, we have several demo environments. We have sandbox accounts, and we love to share that with you after this call. So Jos, we will reach out to you very soon to show you, to give you the credentials for such account.
Thank you, Jos.
Okay, I think that was it for today. Thanks all of you for your time. We, as the speakers and hosts of this call today, will run into the operational issues and challenges that we have for the Christmas peak season. But to give you a bit of comfort, they are not production related.
No, and if you have any questions, just reach out to us. Schedule a call if you want, like a face-to-face meeting with us. I know in COVID times we cannot do it really face-to-face, but a video call, of course, we can do on a distance. Any questions about APIs? Any questions about the platform, orders, products? Just let one of us know.
Okay, thanks all of you. Bye bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you and bye.